Yo, it's Dougie Fresh in the flesh, hitting you my best to the last breath. Yes, I'm here in Old Town Scottsdale, and I got the book review, the 5 major pieces to the life puzzle by my favorite teacher of all time, number 1. And I just saw number 3, Tony Robbins, down at in Phoenix. Was it 2 days ago? It was amazing. In this book, the 5 major pieces to the life puzzle. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. This guy seemed to have had it. He is the mayor of Scottsdale and created this kind of city, town the way it is, Old Town Scottsdale. And it's pretty beautiful, so I'm gonna go through them while I walk this time. The 5 major pieces are this: philosophy, attitude, results, activity, and lifestyle. So let's get into each one by one. As you see, there's water around me, surrounding me. And Jim Rohn had something really cool about philosophy. He said your philosophy is like your sail. It's like setting your sail. It's the sailboat is life, and your philosophy is the sail. See, the wind is gonna blow no matter what. It's blowing right now. You could probably even hear it. And life happens. However, if we set up a really good sail by a great philosophy that supports us, as Tony Robbins says, your story, and that's going to be so super powerful, because when you have a good philosophy, you can adjust, because it's not what happens to us, but what we do with what happens to us that matters, Jim Rohn says. Some other ways to enhance your personal philosophy is to live with love. And that's by doing the best you can do, because that's loving yourself. That's by having a great attitude, which we'll go into next. But he talks about keeping a journal, which I've done, and I've talked about many reasons. I'm not going to go deep into that right now, but you collect these experiences, you gain wisdom through your experiences, and you have good judgment. He says success is nothing more than, he says failure is nothing more than a few errors in judgment repeated every day, while success is a few simple disciplines repeated every day. So if we can practice that, we can have an ideal life and see the beauty just at our feet, at high level, above us, around us, all over. That's the philosophy I'd like to embody. It's a philosophy of joy and love, right? So that goes more into lifestyle at the end. So philosophy says read all the books. You can't read all the books, so you read the ones you need to read. And I know if you follow me and you're watching these book reviews, you read. It's pretty good. He's a speaker, Jim Rohn. This is his personal guide to success. And if you don't know much about Jim Rohn, look him up on YouTube. This guy's amazing. If I could have given one thing through my YouTube channel, and that's showing you who Jim Rohn is, that's a blessing. It's one of the biggest takeaways you can get. So Jim Rohn then talks about attitude. Okay, and attitude's huge. You got to look who you're around. Who are you around? Ask yourself that question. How are they thinking? What effect are they having on you? Why are you around them? Because in 10 years you're going to arrive, but where, he says, right? Are you going to be driving what you want to drive? Living where you want to live? Being who you want to be? So in those next 10 years, be the person you want to be. I'm going to go in a little deeper with this. Look at that beautiful view behind me. Who am I around? What effect is it having on me? Is that acceptable? Is that okay? Right? So your attitude is very important. Attitude is everything. You can affect your attitude by watching videos like this, by reading books like this. But the skepticism, the anger, the emotions that don't support you, the cynicism, you gotta remove it, and he goes deep in on that. Activity. Okay, don't get activity confused with productivity. However, action's good. In fact, he says you can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you. I love that. Think about that. You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you. And you create this vision for yourself of what you could be, but more so who you can become. He's big on who you can become. I'm so blessed of who I become. Can you feel the same for yourself? Because it's probably the most fulfilling thing there is. He talks also in this book and in his speeches and tapes about you want to make measurable progress in that activity as we go into results. Make measurable progress in reasonable time. Measurable progress in reasonable time. Now, what does that mean? Well, if I gave you a fitness program and a year later you still haven't changed your weight, or you look the same and you're performing at the same level, feel the same, feel worse, then that's a lot of time. Now, if I did it and if I gave it to you and then 3 days later I said, how's it doing? How's it going? Are you where you want to be yet? Did you gain 20 pounds yet? Did you lose 20 pounds? And no, that's okay, because I can't get mad at you. It's only been a few days. So measurable progress in reasonable time. For that specific situation, it would be about 6 weeks. Okay, 6 to 8 weeks. Activity to rest, he says. The Bible got it going on. 6 days of activity, 1 day of rest. And he says, well, maybe he got it backwards. 6 days of rest, 1 day of activity. No, he says. He has an awesome voice, Jim Rohn. And it's got to be a heavy amount, an over amount of action. Grant Cardone talks about this. When he doesn't know what to do, he just acts. And I'm looking back, I'm pretty similar myself. Taking action is good because then you can change your direction. And Jim Rohn actually says something else. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. And if you change that direction, put yourself back on that sailboat, then maybe 30 miles down the road, you'll be completely different. 30 miles down the water, you'll be completely different than where you were by one little adjustment. That's why I think of this stuff before I'm investing in myself, you know, going to seminars, or when I think about approaching this mentor, or just something as small as eating some food. I was here and I was like, what could I get to eat? Should I get something yummy? Something really bad for me? And then I said, nah, you know what? I want to enjoy the rest of my day and be at my best. In fact, I want to make this video for y'all and be at my best when I make the video. So I had sourdough bread on some wild caught salmon with sauerkraut and a salad on the side rather than fries. So this is my philosophy, okay? The last one, he's talking about lifestyle. The lifestyle, you see me traveling, I like to travel, share it, and I love, this is part of my lifestyle. But what's your lifestyle? Maybe it's not that. Maybe mine will evolve over time. But he's saying success is not an automatic reward, neither is lifestyle. It's something you have to create. But success is something you attract as well by the person you become. By becoming an attractive person, by having these habits, communication skills, being a leader, even in the darker times, stepping up. It's a reflection of who we are, lifestyle, and what we are. The journey, kind of like this kind of walk I'm going on, it can be beautiful. It can be really beautiful. Yet, in that lifestyle, whatever your lifestyle, if it isn't present, if it isn't presently what you want right now, then you could still also find some joy in that darkness. But one way to get out of this darkness that you may face is to look at it like this: wherever you are, be there. Because when you go back to the past, and you're stuck there, and in the future, it's not ideal. And then wherever you are, be there, and you can enjoy the present moment and see all the beauty and the sounds and the music and collect it all. And if you do go to the past, use it for good judgment. That's going to be an ideal life. So I hope this helped Jim Rohn, the 5 major pieces of the life puzzle. Stay fresh, stay blessed. Peace.